she was like, you can just use your debit card. Like, use your debit card, it's fine. You can use your Apple Pay. Like, I don't have Apple Pay, I don't do all that. I'm getting the Omni card. I don't want to use my debit card. And she's like, okay, okay. If you're planning a trip to DC or New York, let me save you some stress. Because there's definitely some things that I wish I packed. I definitely forgot. And I definitely learned the hard way. So we were in DC Sunday through Thursday, with Sunday and Thursday being travel days. So we didn't really do much those days, but we did decide to go up to New York on Tuesday. So we took a bus up there and then a train back heading to DC. And honey, it was definitely fun, but it was chaotic and just a whole event, especially with the subways and figuring out the trains. So in today's video, I'm going to break down like what I forgot, what I wish I packed, what's still on my bucket list for New York and DC, and just my overall experience with the whole thing and sightseeing, things of that nature. So let's get into today's video. So I wish I brought a microphone because it was super, super windy in DC. Like, I looked at the weather, I knew it was going to be a little bit chilly, but I didn't know the wind was going to be as strong. It was also pretty loud, but a lot of my videos had to be voiceovers or like music playing in the background just for like a chill vibe because it was so windy and you couldn't hear me talk either way. And I did order one a week or two before we left, but it kept getting delayed by Amazon, which of course never happens. I've never had a delayed package for Amazon, but of course the one thing I knew I was probably going to need got delayed, which is super frustrating. And then while in New York, I wish I had caught some really cool moments. Like, I miss people playing music, I miss the everyday life of the subway. There's just like a lot of stuff that I didn't get to catch. Um, but it just wasn't realistic to pick up a camera every time something happened just because we had a lot of stuff. My niece was in a stroller and then we had to like carry that, so it just wasn't realistic to just let my niece run around and just filming every little thing. So definitely wish I caught those moments. But speaking of a stroller and my niece, I'm just gonna say it, like, I love her to death, but I do not recommend bringing a kid under the age of maybe 10 to 12. Like, it's just a lot. The subways are not accessible for strollers. I'm telling you, it's a lot. Luckily, we had a lightweight stroller, but still, it was a lot, especially heading back to DC because we bought stuff, of course. We had more than what we came with, and it's just a whole lot to have to carry the stroller, take everything out that we had, take my niece out, carry her, and then go down the stairs. They don't have any ramps, they didn't have any elevators, and if they do, I don't know. Like, I don't know where they would keep them because we're not locals there. So we had to carry all of that stuff. So I definitely don't recommend New York for a toddler. It was still fun, but it just wasn't, as, I feel like we would have had less stress. For transit, we ended up getting what is called an Omni card. I know they have an Omni card and a Metro card, but we didn't get the Metro card because they're doing away with it, I believe. But we definitely got the Omni card. So if you go and the Metro cards are gone, the Omni cards were perfectly fine. They didn't give us any trouble. But I highly recommend getting it. It was the best choice that we could have done. Because you don't want to like reach in your bag, go through your wallet, pull your debit card every second you have to get in and out of the subway. It's just a lot. You might risk losing it. Somebody might steal your information. So your best bet is to get an Omni card. There was a lady, I'm not sure if she worked there or not, or she was just, a New Yorker or like living there. She was like, you can just use your debit card. Like, use your debit card, it's fine. You can use your Apple Pay. Like, I don't have Apple Pay, I don't do all that. I'm getting the Omni card. I don't want to use my debit card. And she's like, okay, okay. I'm like, you have to be so stern, like, stand your ground if you get a person like that. Because you don't want to risk, that's like a whole ordeal. You don't want to risk using your debit card and then you gotta freeze your card and you can't buy nothing at the gift shops. You can't try anything. So just get the Omni card. So moving on from that, I'm gonna hop right into a few things that I think would have made my walking and transit day a lot smoother, because I underestimated how much walking you do, especially in DC, but New York as well. So I haven't been into DC since I was like maybe like 6 to 9 years old, and I was probably in a stroller. My parents were giving me a piggyback ride, but oh my goodness, so much walking. I was sore for 3 days after this trip. Like, no lie. I tried to stretch in between. Like, it was a lot. But if y'all went to go see my other video of me packing, I didn't pack any of this stuff. I packed flats. I packed heels, because usually when we go on these family vacations, we were going to like a fine dining restaurant. We didn't end up doing that this time, but I didn't pack any sneakers. The only sneakers I had was some slip-on Vans, which weren't bad, but I think sneakers would have made it a lot smoother. So I have my computer right here with a list of those things. I don't forget anything. So let's hop into number one of what I wish I brought. Compression stockings. Oh my goodness. That would have helped so much with the walking. Like, I have those and I wear them at work. I usually work 12-hour shifts, and they help so much. And when they would have helped on this trip, I promise you, bring compression stockings. A refillable water bottle. I didn't bring any refillable water bottle. I barely drink water. Like, I'm pretty sure I was dehydrated, because I'm the type of person, like, I won't drink water if I know that we have travel days, because I'm the type of person, I will go every single hour. So I intentionally didn't drink water, but I wish that I brought a water bottle for when we were walking and seeing all those monuments, because it was a lot and it was super long. A lightweight backpack, just because I had my tote bag, it was space in there, but when I was in New York, I had it across my body, because people be pickpocketed and stuff like that. So I had it across my body, and it hurt the living heck out of my shoulder. So I wish I had like a lightweight backpack that I could have brought. My sister did have a backpack. It was like bigger, because we had my niece and we had the stroller, like I said before. But she was carrying that. Just for my stuff, I wish that I had a lighter backpack, which I also have in my closet. I have 2 of them, but I did not think to bring them. And then hand wipes or hand sanitizer. I didn't bring any hand sanitizer, any wipes. Especially going in the subways and those rails, it's just super dirty. It smells like piss. Like, when I got back from New York, I swear to Jesus, I smell like piss. I don't know if it was in my shoe. Like, the bus ride, we were on the Peter Pan buses, and those bathrooms smelled fantastic. But on that train, it smelled like rank piss. It was so bad. And it was on my shoe, I'm pretty sure, because I could smell it. And my hair was messed up. It was just like, I got beat. New York beat me. It was Zoe versus New York, but New York beat me down. And then 2 more things. A portable charger. Oh my goodness. Which we also had, but we did not bring. A portable charger, because we use this app. What's it called? The City Mapper. That app comes in clutch for the city. If you go to New York, I'm not sure if it works in any other cities. I didn't like explore it or anything like that. But when we were in New York, it told you like what stop you were on. It gave you like, it was so detailed. I'll put like a picture in the video somewhere, but it's called City Mapper, and it helps so much, but it drains your battery so fast. So definitely, if you have a portable charger, if you don't have one already, order one before you go on a trip, if you know you're going to be walking around a lot. And lastly, sunglasses and a hat. Like, for some reason, Zoe didn't think like, oh, it's going to be cold, but even if it's cold, the sun can still be out, honey. The sun could still be out. Oh, and I forgot to put on the list, sunscreen. I didn't bring sunscreen, because somewhere in my mind it just didn't click that the sun could still be out and it's cold. It's like, Zoe, you're going to a different city, not a different universe. Bring sunscreen, sunglasses, and a hat. So those are my recommendations of what to bring. And let's hop into the next segment. So let's go ahead and hop into the next segment. So I'm going to talk about what's still on my bucket list for DC and New York. I want to hit on DC first since I was there the longest, and then I'm going to talk about New York. So for DC, I definitely feel like we scratched the surface. Like we did a lot of museums and monuments, but next time I go, I definitely want to hone in on the local spots and the local restaurants. Like we did go to RT's, which was so amazing. It's a local restaurant that's been around for 40 years and they sell Cajun food. Just me coming from Charleston, South Carolina, we have a bunch of like nice fine dining restaurants. Like food is so good down here. So when I go somewhere, I'm always like the food is like number one for me. Like out of everything, food is my go-to. I am a foodie first. So definitely want to do that. If you do go, I definitely recommend that restaurant. Like it makes you feel like you're in New Orleans. I forget I was even in DC. Like the food was that good. The crab cake, like you go to like some places that don't like it's like you tell a cheap crab cake because nothing but breading. Their crab cake barely had breading. Like it was nothing but blue crab. It was so freaking good. I got the Norman. That thing was good. I do recommend eating it that same day because I tried to eat it the next day and the sauce was like broken and it just wasn't hitting the same. But if you eat it fresh that day, like sit down and eat, it was so freaking good. And then they had these hush puppies. I don't even know. It was like hush puppies, but it had like crab in it. I don't even know if it was so good. But I highly recommend going to that restaurant. I feel like DC has so many layers and I barely peeled off the first one. Also, DC, y'all drive crazy. Y'all drive so crazy. Like the highways are like there's major highways branching off of each other and I don't know how y'all drive down there. Like the traffic is insane. I went there and it just made me appreciate home so much better. Like I should complain about Charleston traffic because we're like slowly developing and it doesn't even compare. It looks like child's play compared to DC's traffic. It's insane. If you live in DC, comment down below and tell me a little bit about the traffic and what do you have to do? Do you take the trains because traffic is so bad? Do you drive? Like, what do y'all do? Like, it's just backed up. But moving on, I'm done with DC. We're hopping off that. Let's talk about New York. As for New York, I definitely still want to see a lot of things. Like a whole year ago, I made a whole itinerary for New York, and then we ended up going to DC. I was like, let's take a last minute trip to New York. And there's so many things that are still on my itinerary that I haven't got to do. Like we went to go see the 9/11 memorial. I got to check that off. Went to World Trade Center. I kind of got to check that off because even though we went to the World Trade Center, we were just going there just to catch the subway. But I didn't get to walk around. Like next time I go, I really, 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 really want to walk around in the World Trade Center, like really explore it. Cause I feel like it's an amazing place. And then we ate cheesecake at Junior's. I got that. I think there's like a little end clip of me eating it. But if y'all go to Junior's, I definitely recommend the classic New York cheesecake because the strawberry one that I was eating, like it was good, but I didn't really like the strawberry topping on it. Like if I had to choose a perfect combo, it would be Cheesecake Factory strawberry topping with the New York plain New York style cheesecake paired together, and that would be just heaven. But that strawberry was just like thick like jello and the flavor wasn't really there. It was kind of like I don't know, it just wasn't hitting. But that plain cheesecake definitely, definitely, definitely recommend. And then what else did we do? I think I have a list right here. Oh, we went to Norm's Pizza. That pizza was the best pizza I ever had. Like I said, I'm from Charleston, so all we have is box box tasting pizza, like the Pizza Hut, Papa John's. That pizza at Norm's was so good. I got the pepperoni and it wasn't like too greasy, like it was perfect. And I'm telling y'all, I didn't get to try Joe's, but I can bet you money that is better than Joe's. I'm telling you, when we walked past Joe's, the line was wrapped outside the doors. And my mom she's, oh, there's Joe's right there. I'm like, yeah, like people love Joe's. Like, I'm betting money that Norms was way better. And I know it was because we were not hungry. We had just ate lunch at the Iron Chef, which was also an amazing restaurant. It was like a little shack, but their ramen is so good, and their sushi, definitely get their sushi. They had something called, I think it was like monkey something. That one was really good. And then I got the shrimp tempura, and there was another one I got, but I can't remember the name of it. But oh my goodness, that food was so good. It's always the little shacks, those shack looking places that always hit so good. Everything was so fresh there. But I know that it wasn't the hunger talking because we had just ate a full lunch. We had a full stomach, and that pizza was to die for. It was like $4 a slice. Mm, I can't stop thinking about it. It's so good. And then looking at my notes again, we went to Times Square. Definitely want to go back to Times Square to explore a little bit more. We did go to the Forever 21 because they had a sale because they're shutting down. My niece went to the Disney store, and then we hit up the New York gift shop. And we did a lot of walking around down there. That was cool. But there's also the 3 to 4 things I have listed right here that I definitely want to hit. So Brooklyn, I definitely will go to Brooklyn, New York. We walked the Brooklyn Bridge. We didn't like stay in Brooklyn. Like I definitely want to stay there for the culture, the food. I would love to go to Harlem, and I would love to see a Broadway show. Like 12 hours is not enough in New York, but it was good to like experience it at the same time. But I definitely want to catch a Broadway show. Like if I don't do anything else, I want to go back to the World Trade Center and definitely catch a Broadway show and some good food. Like I want to go to Chinatown. I want to hit up the little park that they have in Manhattan. I want to spend some time there. But that was it for what I want to see in New York. And then moving on to this next segment, I'm going to be talking about DC versus New York and which one I would pick if I had to choose one. So to start off, I'm gonna start off with New York just because it was like a shorter day. So for New York, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Like I thought it was gonna be so crowded. I thought people were gonna be so rude and just off the charts. Like looking at them the wrong way, but it honestly wasn't that bad. If you mind your business and just, have a good time, you're gonna have a good time. There definitely were some like, weirdos on the street, people saying random stuff, but overall, the people were super, super friendly, and I definitely recommend New York. Like the culture and the food, it's just so much to experience just for that one city, and I think it was amazing. So for DC, like I said before, y'all's traffic is insane. It gives me like anxiety because people, when I tell you, they're worse than Floridians. When I say Floridians, I mean people that live in Florida. They're worse than them. And I vacation in Florida a lot. They're worse. Like people are so impatient in DC. There was literally this man. He was driving like speed limit in the slow lane, and somebody like created their own lane to get around him because he wasn't going fast enough, and he was going around a whole curve bank. Like, what this man to flip over? You guys, just thinking about it. And then like the highways, the way they branch off, there were like some major interstates that branched off that you would have missed because they were like covered by like, bushes and stuff that you would have missed, like if you didn't have like a GPS. Or it was just a lot. It was crazy, but I really do love DC as well for like the monuments. It's just so much cool things to see overall. The food is great, or yeah, I mean certain places are good. Some places are hit or miss. When I say the food is great, I'm specifically talking about the RT's restaurant. But overall, DC was fun. I would definitely go back, just more prepared. But if I had to choose one between the two, I would definitely pick New York and stay in Manhattan, Brooklyn area. I would stay in Manhattan and then like cross the Brooklyn Bridge if I want like see some more stuff. definitely catch a Broadway show. There's just so many things I want to do in New York, and I really loved it. It was great. The subways wasn't as chaotic as I thought it was going to be. Like, if you're sitting down, be prepared to have somebody's cooter or private area in your face, because you have to stand up. So for most of my subway, I did end up standing up. After that, I learned my lesson. So yeah, definitely picking New York if I had to choose between the two. But yeah, that's a wrap for today's video. Overall, I had an amazing experience in both cities. They both gave me amazing memories. I'll definitely go back to both. I definitely have a bucket list still for both of them. Oh, also one thing that I forgot to mention, if you're going from DC to New York and you're at the Union Station, you'll see an elevator that says like buses only, like on the right hand side, or like trains only on the left hand side. I don't know which side, but only one side is probably going to open going from the parking garage. That's fine. But when you get in the elevator, if you're taking the bus or train, there's an M with a star and a plain M. I believe it was the M with the star that's for the buses, and the plain M was for the trains. So we got those mixed up. We didn't know pretty much where to go. We knew it was one of them, but we didn't know where to go. So hopefully that helps if you're going. There's something else that I want to say, but I forgot. But yeah, if it comes back to me, I'll probably text it in there. And if you live in DC or New York, leave a, a like city thing down below. I don't know. Leave something down below. And then any suggestions that you recommend for local spots for both of the cities, please leave that down below, and I'll add that to my list of spots to hit up. And the next time I go, I'll film a video. And then if you stay for my end clips after my ending and my outros, leave a movie marker down below, like a little emoji, and show some love in the comments.
We're gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want.
Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you guys. So when we were heading back to DC, there's a subway, and then there's like a train station that you had to take. So like you have to buy tickets for, you have to pay for. And we had a hard time even with the city mapper trying to find it. I guess because we're like so close to each other. So we ended up going to the subway. We're like, we are not in the right area. We almost missed our train. So we thought when we were freaking out. So just a pro tip, if you get lost, maybe ask a worker. But there's a difference between the subway and the train station to take you back. I don't know the name of it. I wish I knew the name. But the one you have to buy a ticket for and actually pay for. That's the one that we took back to DC. So just pay attention to that, because we almost got lost. And then also, we had to board our train to head back to DC at 6:06, and they did not put the track numbers until like 6:04. Like, I was like, well, how are you supposed to know what track we're supposed to go to? The man was like, oh, they'll put it up in like 10 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes? We're supposed to board at 6:06. What do you mean they're going to put it up in 10 minutes? So, and there was already people lined up for the track number. So if you guys are local there and you know how to get the track number ahead of time, please let me know for next time, so we don't have to freak out about it. Even though we'll probably end up flying next time or driving. But please let me know, because we were lost and we didn't know where to go. And we were just stressing out because we did not want to miss our train, because we did not know how we were going to get back to DC that night if we missed it.